Welcome back to Everyday Struggle from the Crib. Nadeska, academics, and Wayno here. We got a special guest this morning. French Montana, the internet's been pretty upset this week. Look, when you told Complex News you could go hit for hit with Kendrick, of course you left some room for debate, but no one expected things to get so out of control with you and Young Thug so quickly. Why did it spiral like that?
You know, I never knew that standing up for yourself wasn't cool no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was acting like I said something wrong. If you put the Beatles in front of me, I'm going to stand up for myself and be like, I feel like I got more hits. People was getting mad at me because they wouldn't have stood up for themselves. A lot of people think, like, of a piece of shit themselves. I think I'm the shit in the flies. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't have said nothing like that unless I did my homework before I said something like that. I wasn't talking about who's a better. I never dissed Kendrick. I love Kendrick. Actually, Kendrick's one of the first people to invite me to the studio when I was coming up. So I never said I was a better artist than Kendrick. I never said nothing. We were just talking songs. You know what I'm saying? And people just went out of line with it. I made it out of Africa. Then I came to the Mecca of hip hop in New York and made it out of New York as one of the top artists from New York till now. If I didn't have this attitude, I would have never made it nowhere. Like, I believe I'm the shit, and I'm willing to go against anybody. So people can't get mad at me for my opinion. That's me. I believe in myself. You know what I'm saying? And so many people, like, for example, right? And I'm going to give you an actual fact. A lot of people, I've been seeing over the internet, everybody making, like, their lists, which all of them is wrong. Like, so I went to the most accurate one, right? So I saw this
What list? Oh, comparing you to Kendrick.
Yeah. Look, this is the most accurate one that Rap Radar posted, right? Look how much they be trying to shit on me, academics.
Mm-hmm.
This I only had 2 records, which it was Unforgettable and Lockjaw. If you can see. Look how much they got for him, right? Now, let's go from top records to most least records, right? Because if we go from the bottom up is going to be too long because we both have too many records. Let's go Humble.
Okay.
All right, so let's just go top 8. This is his top 8 records they picked, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Humble, 7 million sold. Unforgettable, 8 million sold. Right? Let's not even just talk about numbers. Let's just compare them. That somebody at home will really sit there and be like, "All right, French got a shot." Because all I was saying was I would go neck to neck. I never said I was better.
Wait, couldn't you have chose a better name though? Because I think that like the name is fucking you up a lot. You get me? You know, like you're right. You don't get the credit that you feel you deserve. But like when you say Kendrick, now everybody stops. The conversation changes from
because people is not thinking. Of course, he's one of the GOATs. You know what I'm saying? I love Kendrick. He's one of the GOATs. But people have to think about what I'm saying too. I'm not saying I'm better than him. I'm just saying as far as like songs and anthems, I could go neck to neck with him. Let's go. Look, these are 8 songs.
So French, did his name came to mind when you were asked that question by Speedy, or is this something you had thought about before?
No, it was all my fans after that's when I answered it. You know what I'm saying? But I really just let's go through this first.
Okay, let's do that.
Right?
All right,
the second song, Swim in the Pool to Drink, right? You don't think I could put Lockjaw next to that? Pop That next to that? Stay Scheming next to that? So it's going to be a debate, right?
I think the biggest thing is that not just bringing up Kendrick, but when I look at that list, me and Ak was having this debate yesterday about what do we define as a hit. I think like, okay, why ain't worried about nothing on there, right? Like it's certain songs that just because it didn't go platinum doesn't mean it's not a hit or a record, and that's the exactly we was having. But at the same time, I think that when it comes to Kendrick, it's also mixed with we ain't heard from Kendrick in like 3 years. Exactly. So like people is just going through like not hearing him, and then when you put your name next to his, not that y'all ain't moving the same circles and shit, but y'all are 2 different types of artists. So people are real personal with him. But I'm pretty sure if it's an artist that's like another artist, if they try to throw their name next to yours, your fans gonna have the same reaction.
Exactly.
French, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. Listen. And when me and you, we had a little sit-down interview, you know, salute to you for, you know, inviting me out there. I said this and I asked you this question, but I think this is what it comes up with. Yesterday when we were having this debate, me and Wayno, I defended people. It might come across like I was defending you, even though I didn't agree all the way with what you said, but I understood the principle in terms of hits. People now want to discredit you because of features when you watch Tory and you use songs that you have features on.
Bro, what you mean features, bro? Kendrick only have 3 songs that he have by himself on this list.
Well, for example,
artist got features too.
What they're gonna say, yo, you're cheating if you use the Smurder remix. They're saying you're using songs that are like other people's songs.
Bro, I sold 30 million singles with no features, and I'm not even just talking about all the way up. And I ain't bring work or remix. I ain't bring nothing. Just records, French Montana, featuring whatever by myself. I sold 30 million.
So that was my issue is the feature thing, because I felt like if we talking individual records, then that's a totally different conversation. And my only other issue was the festival thing. I didn't agree with you with the festival. If you said
it depends what kind of festival. I mean, look, if you
Coachella, let's say Coachella.
I mean, Coachella, Kendrick might have me. But look, if you put Swimming in a Pool of Drink next to All the Way Up, what's gonna ring off more in Coachella?
You said swimming pool.
Swimming in a Pool of Drink, All the Way Up.
All the Way Up is gonna ring off more. But if you put Mad City next to, if you put Bad City next to that, that's a different story.
And if you put Bad City next to Pop That,
it's going Mad City ringing off more than Pop That, Fresh. I'm sorry, I can't give you that one. I can't give you that one, bro. I can't give you that one.
But you see, he have songs that we could debate about. That's all I was saying.
So you're saying it's a conversation.
Yeah.
But I also think it depends on where we at as well, because it's like, I seen a lot of people saying, well, if you're in a club, Kendrick can't touch French in the club.
You agree I have more club anthems than Kendrick?
In a club, absolutely. In a club. Like in a club. But at the same time, and French, you know this, depending on what club you at, they're going to react to the music differently. If we in Playhouse in LA, they're going to treat his music differently than they treating yours.
I mean, look, my whole point is what you're saying. There's a conversation about it.
Right. Okay. I respect that.
That was my point. And all I did was stand up for myself. And I think if a lot of Kendrick Lamar fans is real sensitive when it comes to him. And I'm not saying I dissed him. I love him.
Yeah. I don't think you dissed him by no means.
All I did was somebody asked me a question. I stood up for myself. You know what I'm saying? That's why look, bro, that's why there's a small percentage of people that make it in life. Because a lot of people want to answer like that. When you look at people that really make it in life, there's the people that's going to stand up and sound crazy and believe and really have actual facts. That there is a conversation if you bring these things up. I never said nothing else but this. And academics know exactly what I'm talking about, because when I was going against Tory Lanez, you couldn't tell nobody I wasn't going to be.
Yeah, now everybody thought you were going to lose versus Tory, and then like it was a refreshing of the minds and the memory. You know what though? I really think that there's a lack of respect for your music though. You know, like I feel like, a lot of people, they're looking at the hit for hit thing, while I'm thinking about it's a battle of catalog. It's not a battle of skill. It's a battle of catalog. What have you done? What songs has succeeded? Hit for hit. People are now looking at it to say, whoa, he thinks he's in the same caliber as what we could consider Kendrick.
Nah, that's not what I said.
And that's where the confusion's coming in. You get
exactly.
Me? So you're gonna get a lot of people attacking you.
Yeah, and I never said that. I never put myself in the same. We know. Come on, bro. We know who's the GOATs in the game. What are the people we gotta? Because you know what it is. At the end of the day, people like Drake, like Kendrick, like that's an upper class from the other class, and there's another class under that. So people know what it is. I don't have to speak about that.
I wanted you to weigh in on one thing that I was also making that point with Wayne on. There's different type of hits, and that's why I said that when I thought about it before you and Tory happened, I said, yo, French is about to give this nigga to work. I'm gonna tell you why. You have songs that make it to the charts and they last for 3 to 4 weeks and they're gone. Then you have anthems. Anthems last for 4 to 6 months. And an anthem is gonna be the whole summer. There's a whole might be 2 summers I remember Pop That for. You get me? That's different than a song that's hot on the charts for a couple.
Pop That still go off now in the club if you play it. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, how do you like kind of determine if a song is like, because Unforgettable is a one in a lifetime song. Pop That is a once in a generation song. How do you like gauge your hits versus other people's hits? Because Kendrick got mad hits, and I guess what people are saying is like, yo, you could never really go Billboard for Billboard with him because his next album, whenever it drops, every song's gonna chart in the Billboard charts.
But that's why I said anthems. If you read what I said anthems. And you know what it is? Why somebody like y'all don't have no say so what goes on the Billboard. The Billboard will be different. We don't know who picked the records for the Billboard. You know what I'm saying? I know what goes off in the club and what you know what I'm saying, what goes in the fans' heart, especially Stay Scheming. You can't tell me Stay Scheming is not like a classic. The Sanctuaries.
Classic, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like let's say that the Ocho Cincos, the bro, all the way up. These hoes ain't loyal.
All right, so this is the problem that I have is when we talk about these hits, we don't consider all the music just because it don't make it to Billboard. And that was my argument with Act, because it's like, for me, if we're in New York and you play fucking Why So Serious or you play So Special, it's people that in down south might have never heard So Special or Why So Serious. But to me, you throw that on, the whole club is rocking for the people I'm there with. So it's like, that don't make it, to me, that don't make it not a hit.
Exactly.
We was having a debate about like the Drakes and Jays, and I was like, yo, Jay might have not have had a lot of records that made it to Billboard, but that don't mean that the records ain't hits. So I feel it's
exactly, and you're right, and that's why when I went against Tory, I picked the hits that everybody know. I didn't even go into that pocket that you talk about,
to the mixtape
Sanctuaries, the Mac and Cheese 1 and 3, Casino Life 1 and 2, the Coke Wave, me and Max B. I didn't play not one record. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a catalog of mixtapes. You gotta remember, I did a Cocaine Mafia mixtape with 36 Mafia when it was popping. I did the Lockout with Waka. I did that whole table Fetty. I have like 23 mixtapes for all the people that just got on to French Montana. Like, I've been in the game making music for a long time, and I'm also a different artist from Kendrick, because Kendrick don't put out music like that.
Hey, I was making a point yesterday too, and I want to see what you feel about it. I compared you, and we gotta get into this Young Thug thing, because that one left too quickly.
Yeah.
But my last thing on this is, do you consider yourself like, of course you're a rapper, but I consider you as a producer as well. Because while some records people might be like, yo, well, we like Unforgettable for Sway Lee. I'm like, how does that record come together? How does that?
Let me give you. You're right. You 1,000,000% right. Let me give you something that nobody know. I was Grammy nominated for a beat before I did for rap. All Day Nigga for Kanye West. So a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know I have one of the best A&R ears. Do you think Unforgettable came to me like that before it went out? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was nothing like that before it went out. It was a song that it didn't have no structure. I had to sit there like a scientist and put it together. You think you get here by mistake 20 years out of New York? The most hated on, it was a rap on every corner. You don't, unless you have a real passion for what you love, and you don't take no for an answer, and you let them know this is a hit, and you let the rest of the world decide it. You can't make nobody like a song. I caught Unforgettable 2 years ago, 10 years in the game. My biggest record.
Would you go hit for hit with, like, again, he's a producer too. Again, he's not a rapper, but we see producer DJ. Would you go hit for hit with like a Khaled? Because people were saying, no, you're a rapper. Because I felt that was a fair comparison. You guys make anthems.
Yeah, of course.
And I think people were saying that you're a rapper.
But a lot of people don't look, academics. A lot of people don't really see it. His Kendrick's biggest hits, he only have 3 that's by himself. Why people keep saying that I only have features that's hits? He only have 3 that's by himself. Your favorite artists have features too as hits. You know what I'm saying? So let the people know that.
Yeah, I just think that the reason why people say that is because a lot of the records that you have that are the most notable records from you are just kind of drowned out by another person. So it's like
Shot caller. Don't ain't worry about nothing. Sanctuary. Bro, the list goes on. I just came out with one just by myself. He only have 3 hits that's by himself too. I'm not, look, and it's not going back to comparing me to him. I don't want never to be that conversation. We know he's the GOAT. You feel me? We just getting back to having anthems. And I felt like, it was a conversation. And the people that say I have features, bro, I have 23 mixtapes. Go listen to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people became French Montana fans after the Unforgettables and this and that, so they don't really know. So I have to do things like this to school a lot of people that wasn't around the music when y'all was around the music and is not really hip to the wave.
So you talk about comparisons. Hold on, let's switch the comparisons. Let's leave Kendrick out of it. Let's go to Thug, because Thug felt a certain type of way about you even saying that about Kendrick.
But
Then
you know,
you had fans even comparing y'all two, and then y'all two got into it. How did it go left, bro? Like, why everybody hate you now?
Let me tell you something. If you watched the internet yesterday, Thug told you why it went left. It had nothing to do with Kendrick.
Okay.
If you saw the DMs that he showed you.
Yeah. I seen it. It looked like, I heard some stuff, but
Let me tell you something.
What's your talk on that?
Let me tell you something, bro. I never disrespect a man's fiance.
Mm-hmm.
I never, you know what I'm saying? I never like step in the middle of nobody, especially when I consider somebody as a friend. You know what I'm saying? We was at a video shoot, and we was all drunk. It was Megan Thee Stallion. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. We was all drunk, this and that, and it was just like an atmosphere with people. And I don't remember this. I said something to her, like tried to holler at her. No, I don't remember, and I would never do that. You know what I'm saying? So he had hit me, and I'm like, bro, nobody would never do that. Like if she told me that, like I would never try to holler at you. Cause first of all, if you put her in front of me right now, I wouldn't even recognize her. You know what I'm saying? I don't disrespect no man, woman. So
would you apologize then?
Yeah, I apologized to him. I was like, bro, if that happened, my bad. You know what I'm saying? I would never do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to disrespect nobody, especially wife. So I told him that, and I saw him 2 months ago at the weekend birthday party. I went up to him personally by myself, and I tapped him on his shoulder. He turned around. I gave him a pound, right? Because Thug, a lot of people don't know Thug and Chinks is like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thug, so I never want to beef with somebody because, I've been beefing my whole life. Like, this is not nothing new. The hardest thing is for me not to beef.
Yeah, also share the same manager, which I was super confused by. Like how does this get here?
Bro, but look. So when I saw him at the weekend birthday party, I went to him by myself. I tapped him on his shoulder. I gave him a pound just to let him know there's like, let's forget it, but let's not beef over something. If I did it, then I would have beefed with him about it, but I didn't do it. So I thought everything was cool. Then this Kendrick thing go out. Bro, I can say whatever I want. I'm a grown ass man. You're not gonna go on the internet and call me a fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna go on no internet because people would act like I did something to him. He's the first one to come out and say this guy's a fool.
Yeah, he responded kind of quickly too. You're right.
You feel me? So that didn't come from no me and Kendrick. You could tell because he had all that held in because he didn't stop all night.
Yeah,
you know,
it felt like it was kind of deeper than that.
Yeah. After I told that man, if I did, which I didn't, if I did do it, my bad. Never spoke to her. Never, you know what I'm saying? It was a moment at a video shoot. Boom. Then, now all of a sudden, after I see you and say what's up to you, you don't say nothing to me. Now you want to come out and go all ham. First of all, my brother, I've been beefing so long with people. If there was anything true about anything you said about me, people would have been had it. You know what I'm saying? If there was a footage, does it look like we get beat up by people, my brother?
Hey, yo, French, I was about to say, don't let later on today somebody send me a footage and you be knocked out because I'm going to cry.
Please.
I'm going to cry like, no.
Don't move it. Don't move it for a month. Put it.
Put it out?
Flip it a week. Put it out.
Oh, man. All right.
Bro, we've been in the game for 20 years. Never got robbed. Never got beat up. Never. There's no footage of me out there. There's all these people just talk, bro. Like, I came out with Cocaine City and I was going through the most beefs ever, bro. Like, I'm the guy that, like, bro, what? I got shot in my head before. It's like, I'm the real deal. Like, I'm like, we was really in beefs where there was no Instagram, when you had to really see these people.
Yo, I completely lost audio for a minute. Did you guys, French, I don't know if you answered this or I didn't hear what you were explaining, but knowing that you guys already had these issues, do you feel like it was worth engaging with him on Instagram?
No, I just think that he finally got that off his chest. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe is he feel better? You know what I'm saying? But, back to hits for hits, you're not fucking with me.
You said Thug not fucking with you either. Hits for
hit. If me and Kendrick is having this conversation about maybe hit for hit, he not. I just see somebody, you know how they come up with their own fake news? Look bad.
Yeah.
With hits?
Yeah.
They came up with it. and it's again this Billboard entries.
Yeah.
All right, so look, so, real quick, Fresh.
Nine
Look, real
times
quick.
I know that.
I know
Wayno
we
get in because Wayno
listen,
had a lot of shit to say yesterday. Go ahead.
No, I of course I did, but and the reason why I had something to say was because it was a Kendrick situation. Now you and Thug, I
Bro,
feel like
if I wore a skirt, I'd be the most influential too. I promise.
Nah, I ain't talking about influence though. I ain't talking about influence.
No. But you can't just diminish Thugs like.
No, what I was gonna
impact
say
with
real
a
quick.
skirt.
What I was gonna say is that I think that Thug got a nice argument. Like now he might not. You've been in the game longer than him, but he got a nice argument when it comes to making music.
Thug been in the game just as long.
No, he ain't Fresh.
He been in the game bro. I swear to God, he been in the game just as long. He just happened, you know. Sometimes, just like Rose been in the game for a minute. Sometimes it take people a long time to realize that you're nice. You know what I'm saying? And Thug just stayed at it, and God bless him for you know what I'm saying, reaching wherever he, you know what I'm saying, he wanted to get. But back again, we're not arguing about nothing else.
All right, hold on. Suppose Thug respond to you and say, "Yo, I got 100 racks. Me and you could go. Hold on. Me and you could go hit for hit, but we can't use no songs with features. Just solo songs. What's up?
I will win.
You win?
Just solo songs.
Just solo songs. Just solo songs.
Just solo songs.
Solo songs. So you can use Chopper Down. You can use A Word.
This is actual facts.
Yeah.
Solo songs. He got 9 platinum records. I got 30 million platinum records. Just solo songs. I'm not talking about All the Way Up. I'm not talking about Work Remix, which is the only other songs that stay scheming. This is actual facts. Go look it up. He got 9 million sold. I got 30 million sold. Singles.
Oh, we gotta see who made that graphic, man, because they doing you dirty. Who made that graphic?
You know what?
So
I'm gonna get my research team on it today.
The only thing they doing me dirty on is Billboard entries. Who said them shit was hits? Some could go on the Billboard today, and tomorrow is off the Billboard.
Right.
People pay to get on things like that sometimes. Like, I'm talking about if we go and play it for real fans, bro. Like with me and Tory, you couldn't play no bullshit. There was real live fans on that gram. That was letting you know, bro, this ain't it. Like, so I couldn't play Freaks. I couldn't play certain joints. Like, I couldn't go with like I had to go with straight.
So, French question: Would you do a live where you just like go through your catalog? I'm talking about back from the mixtapes all the way up to now. Just you though, just to remind them, just you. Would you do that?
I mean, I would love to, but I would love to do it with somebody like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all really know exactly what the vibes is at too. I just feel like people don't want you to stand up for yourself nowadays no more. So you gotta prove to them every time, like that. Because I'm like, academics told me I'm too humble.
Yeah, do you feel like you've been getting a lot of hate recently? No. Well, I said he's too, because people really don't give him credit for some of the stuff he's done. But like,
but you always say that no one feels like they get credit. But French, you definitely never back down, and the internet can be pretty brutal, especially when you provoke someone's fan base.
Academic. Nah, thank you, man. I'm not gonna back down because I have actually good music to back it up. Like, Academics was probably the only person that called up Tory Lanez during quarantine radio and said, "French gonna watch you tonight." Everybody was like, "Tory, you got this. Tory this, and that." And I'm telling the honest truth because I was watching that whole day. He was the only one. And Tory had to tell the people because he went and did his homework too. Like, hold on, y'all. French got something. Like,
Tory knew it, but Tory wanted to make that moment. That's why you guys salute to Tory for that.
I love Tory. Yesterday I was #1 trending all day. My job was accomplished because there's a conversation about what I'm saying. There's some truth to it about what I'm saying when you actually think about what I said and the questions that I answered.
Do you kind of feel like people are starting to after, by the way, we saw the fake news that came out. I don't even know how it came out, but it was like, 50 knocked you out. And I felt like 50 is always a polarizing figure that could get people to start disliking somebody. And then it comes to this, I feel like people almost turn you into the bad guy of hip hop. Like, yo, you like a villain type of shit, you know?
But this is what I'm saying. I'm the most humblest dude. And I'm the coolest dude when you're around me. I never, let's talk about these two problems, for example. 50 Cent went at me because I bought a Bugatti for $2 million. Who snapped on somebody that bought a car for $2 million?
You said it was from 2006 or some shit
To
like that.
2010 collector's edition. It's $2 million. Who snap on somebody to buy a car for $2 million? Where do you get this in your head? You think you can snap on me? Not knowing that I have 10 more cars. But what makes you wake up and say, fuck you, because you got it could be 2076. What made you wake up and think about me and diss me because I got a 2010 Bugatti?
Where does that come from now, though? Like, because we know you guys have problems, but why does that pop up again?
I don't say, look, all I do is defend myself, and people look at me as the bad guy. All I do is defend myself. Like, for example, Young Thug, I said something about Kendrick. Kendrick haven't even responded, brother. Kendrick haven't said nothing. And this man is ready to die.
Well, you know, the 50 thing, I think the 50 thing comes from that whole, you know, the timeline of how he, you know, it was one point in time when y'all was cool, and then, you know, the callous shit happened. We all know 50 holds on that stuff for a long time.
That shit, bro. 50 knew somebody from my hood. He asked him to do it. He did it. I can't control another man.
Wait, hold on. But did you kind of unveil because he bought a Bugatti, and I feel like he probably felt like you were trying to say like you're on the same level with him by saying you got one too.
I never said I was on the same level.
The timing was kind of close, Fred.
I tell you what, rich niggas is petty, man. Rich niggas is petty.
Look, I never brought it up. But all I'm saying was, if you think that there's a footage out there of me getting knocked out, or there's somebody beating me up, there's anything negative, you don't think you would have been had at academics?
I do believe, but there's footage I've never gotten. Hold on. Did it happen at all? Did you get beat up by the Dream Chasers or Meek Mill knocked you out? Even if there's not footage, did it happen? Yes or no?
Never.
So you guys didn't have a run-in, because I'm hearing many stories of y'all had a run-in at Powerhouse and
me and Meek never fought. Me and Meek never fought.
Was there altercation? Anything? Because like, this seems mad random.
I mean, it could have been an altercation between the people, but me and Meek never fought. I never got knocked out. I never had a bruise on me. And if there was, I promise you, bro, I get so much hate that it would have been out. The shadow of it, the whiff, just the audio would have came out.
Yeah, if I don't get the footage in the next 48 hours, it don't exist.
I ain't gonna lie. If you was doing Cocaine City still, you would have had it on somebody else.
First of all, I would have had
it. Yo, you're cool. Yo, we see it was a great moment. We talked about it on here. You and Jim Jones, y'all linking up on Cocaine City, you know, on IG Live. Is there any possibility that, you know, you went 50, first of all, but even like even these other issues, like you guys like kind of like, I think you and Thug, I think your musical direction and some of the shit that the wave you be in, you and Thug could make some good music. Like,
of course, like I said,
to see go down with beef.
Like I said again, my brother, I'm the one defending myself. All I'm doing is standing up for myself. And for some reason, people don't want to see that. People wanted me to sit back. I wasn't raised where you could talk to man however you want. I don't know what they used to and what kind of crack they smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, I'm here not doing nothing to nobody, and you feel like you call me a fool? Barbie doll?
Yeah, niggas is crazy.
Wait, so if 50 says he's over it, you're down to squash it. If 50 says, you know what, man, friends, fuck it. We the Bugatti boys. We the Bugatti boys. Let's squash it.
50, you know what I'm saying? I want to get 50 on Cocaine City Live. You know what I'm saying? Without him, you know what I mean? Without him saying, you know, that he don't want to do it. And I really wanted the people to, but let me tell you something. 50 and I know a lot of people that know each other, like for like, you know, from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's an official dude. Obviously, he know I'm an official dude. And at the end of the day, you cannot last this long as I last in this game without being an official dude for this long and still be relevant. You know what I'm saying? So that man and me don't have real beef. I never saw him in the club. He never like that. That was, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. These stories that people be making and act like there's something that happened. Never saw 50 that day. Never fought Meek. What else they said? So I can address it.
Well, Young Thug say your house is about to go in foreclosure. Is that true?
For sale is not foreclosure. I bought a house from Selena Gomez and I'm selling it for double the price. That's core.
Oh, that was a stunt.
Flip.
Okay.
That's a flip.
This guy, yo, I have a mansion. I have an 8,000 square foot mansion in Jersey.
Oh my
I have
God.
a 3-story. Oh my God. I have a 3-story house in Vegas. I have another condo in Edgewater, bro. Yeah, look, no disrespect to Young Thug. Like, I'm fit for the drought.
Mm. Yeah, you definitely made it a point that there's some rappers living paycheck to paycheck, but you're not one of them. So good luck saving and racking up the real estate.
First of all my taxes is paid.
Talk that shit.
Even though they extended the deadline,
Talk that shit.
early.
Talk that shit.
All my taxes.
This is what they want to hear, French. Let them know.
All my taxes, you know what I'm saying? All my taxes is paid. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
I own shares in Triller. A lot of shares.
Wait, I don't even mean to cut you off. I didn't mean to cut you off because shit. I'm glad I even seen that Max B clip today. He said he's done more for Max than you've done for Max. What's the update on Max? We saw him speak briefly, but what could you say on that real quick before we go?
When you see Max say when he coming home he gonna deal with that buffoonery, coonery, who you think he's talking about?
You tell me.
Not me.
Not you. All right.
He can't be. Me and Max is like this, bro. Like Max is like one of my best friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like me and Max, like that thing with Jim Jones would never went down if Max didn't okay it. Like I speak to Charlie Wingate mother every other day, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ty Black, shout out to his family. Like, we talk about brotherhood over 12 years. You think you could buy this man? You think you could really send this man money to buy clout? Why are you sending him money? Let's start thinking there. What was your reason? Did you send him money so you could bring it up in my face that you did for more for him? What was your reason? Because you don't know him. He's your favorite rapper. That's why you sent him money. Like, let's get to the real reason why you sent him money. How you even got his address? You sending my best friend money, and you try to tell me you done more for him. Like, he's gonna come back and diss me, a nigga that been home. Max B been locked up for 10 years. Well, you sent him money last year? What 6 months ago? Like, do you know his mother? Do you know, like, his family? Do you know his kids? Like you a fan? You send like you send mail letters, then you send money? Like, I'm confused. Like, why you feel like you compare yourself to me with Max B? I didn't even speak on that because it's disrespectful. Like, I'm just confused because there's a lot of people just like you that send him money. You know what I'm saying? Max B's on the intro of every one of my albums since he's been locked up. Where do you think the money from that go? I make sure he's on there just so he go get a check every album, publishing royalties, everything. We just dropped Coke Boys 4, me and Max B, like 6 months ago, right before I dropped Montana. Go get it. Like, certain things is just disrespectful to do. It's like you can't talk about, like, you can't break up a friendship like me and Max B. Like that's my guy forever, and it will forever be my guy. So things like that I don't even feel like I should address. But since the people don't know, Max B will never speak on me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
look, it's unfortunate that it really got that personal and that it spiraled out of control so quickly. So I do hope you guys can resolve it before any other problems come from this. We appreciate you, calling in and explaining your side of the story. Stay strong, stay confident. You seem like you're still in good spirits, so you're cool.
Shout out your song, man. You didn't promote no music or this shit.
Huh?
You didn't promote no music while you on here. That's how
that's
all this shit got you.
That's a fact, man. We're out, man. We just dropping music and try to, keep the culture moving. You know what I'm saying? Just drop the record on me by myself again.
Me by myself again. Yo, go check out the new song, French Montana. Thank you. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching Everyday Show.
French, you gotta come on more often.
On Monday.
Say no more love, y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
Appreciate you, bro.